Yeah, hi, a very good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I wish you a very happy new year, right? 2021 is about to come. My name is Mayank Singh. I am the business head for Triforce Incorporation. Today, I'm supposed to talk to you guys about tips on effective recruitment over Zoom. And I've been conducting this since the time pandemic started, right? What I realized is it's pretty too easy to hire people, especially it's Zoom because it obviously reduces the cost of people walking into the office, and for them also it's pretty much effective as well, right? Now the whole thing, the Zoom recruitment basically starts off with very simple basics, which I want you to note down. I've written down a couple of pointers. I'm going to let you guys know about it. It actually starts from the calling part. When I say calling part, means the HR, they're supposed to book the candidates and from all over the country, and especially if you are desiring from particular location. For example, if let's say I want to recruit people only from the state of Gujarat, or I want to recruit people from the state of Maharashtra, or particular where the state's possible, you can obviously go out and recruit people for yourself as well whenever you want to, whichever the part you really want to. So that obviously opens up the chances of you recruiting people pan India. So recruitment becomes a lot more easier when it comes to this recruitment. That's Zoom recruitment, right? And the next point is, it's very important, especially when it comes to recruiting people online, that you need to have a great presence on social media, all the platforms of social media. For example, Google, you need to be on Google My Business. You need to have a lot of pictures. You need to have a lot of references for people. A lot of what do you say? The statements given by past employees or past associates who worked with you. They need to recommend you. They need to give you stars, ratings, and everything is very important, right? The second is make sure that you have some kind of a recruitment there available with you, right? Or presence available on Instagram. It's very, very important. This is purely an Instagram world right now. So make sure that you have your presence there. And if in case you can have a kind of a YouTube channel for yourself, where you can just present yourself, your videos, so that people already, they should already know you before they walk into the company for interview for the first time as well. That's point number two. The next is Zoom recruitment is a digital platform. It's a virtual recruiting of people. People will judge you through your existence on these virtual platforms. That means you have to have a very strong website. You need to have a very properly secured website. Do you understand? Because everything that you're going to do, people are going to observe you. They're going to judge you as well. The next thing is you need to, like the HRs basically, they need to be absolutely transparent and absolutely 100% confident about the job roles that we're going to offer them. And most importantly, the income structure. When I say income structure, means we have to say it's not fixed. It is performance driven payout model, right? That's something that's really important, right? They should be clear, because if you do not, if the HRs are not honest, right, it might give you adverse effect, especially when the guy walks in and then you talk about the income model, and they're like, I wasn't informed about it in the first call. So the HR call becomes very, very important. You've got to be very clear with the HR itself that what am I expecting from the people. HR has to be very clear as to what we expect out of the candidates as well. That's another very important point, right? The next is HR needs to effectively communicate, right, the links a night before, through the mail or the WhatsApp, a night before the rounds of interviews. So let's say usually I conduct my interviews on Wednesday at 12 o'clock, just an example. So my HR is supposed to confirm all the interviews by evening 6, and by 7 o'clock through mail and WhatsApp, both the places, the person has to accept the link, and he has to give them a thumbs up or whatever it is to ensure that he's received the link. Next morning there'll be a confirmation message again, whether he's received the link or whatever it is, right? And then in the before like 11:30, the person has to start joining by 11:45, or the link has to start by 11:45, and you need to sharp start off at 12 o'clock, in case you've given the timing as 12 o'clock as well. That's next point. The next point is even more now. So till now, everything that I talked about is the HR roles and responsibility. Now, next point that leads, because you are the owner of a company, you're supposed to run a business for yourself. You're supposed to create a brand image, right? You're the brand. He doesn't know anything about your company, right? You're not Infosys, you're not TCS, you're not these bigger brands. You're a small unit who's trying to build a big company, right? So you are the person who's supposed to be the most confident person when he interacts with you on the first time. He gets impressed by you. You've got to be absolutely well dressed. Most importantly, you need to have a tie and you need to have a proper business suit onto yourself as you represent your brands. That's something very, very important, right? So make sure that you're getting it done. The next is people will believe whatever you're going to say. I say that again. People are going to believe whatever you're going to say, just say it with confidence. Do you understand? Whoever you are, talk about your background, talk about how you started, talk about everything. Do you understand? Because that 1 hour is with you to impress those people only by who you are, right? And why you started. And people who will accept you as it is, people who will believe in you, eventually will walk in on the second day. Do you understand? They don't see the office, when we're doing it in the office, live recruitment. They don't see anything. The only person that they're going to see is you. And if you are capable enough of probably impressing them, your job becomes a lot more easier. So make sure that you speak right and you speak correct, right? The grammatical errors are not accepted here. You need to be fluent, you need to be confident, you need to speak things in the correct form. The sentence formation has got to be proper. Everything has to be well rehearsed and well prepared, right? It's a single pitch that you're supposed to deliver to every round of interview, but deliver it with a lot of enthusiasm, right? Next is a background is very important. Make sure that your background represents your company. Now, it does not mean you have, and never do the recruitment from a mobile phone. Always do the recruitment from, a laptop, which has got a very high speed internet connectivity. Do you understand? With a proper clean screen. Do you understand? The camera is supposed to be not blurred, it has to be proper. So it's a small investment. See to it that you guys are connected to a very high speed internet so that the person does not faces any kind of a difficulty listening to you. That's very important, right? With a proper, very vibrant kind of a background, which represent, like if you look at my background, this is how I sit down when I talk about my certification programs, my entrepreneurship programs. I also just move around and explain them how all these, certificates and everything works out. Makes my job a little more easier because they can see the symbol of my company on my backside as well. With, like it has to look good. That's it. It should be. It should be clean, it should be clear, and it should be looking good, right? You just cannot sit down with a very simple, plain, basic white background. That's not how it should look like. It has to be a little more vibrant, right? Next is start sharp at the given time. That helps you to take control of the people, right? When you say 12 o'clock and you open the window exactly at 12 o'clock and then you talk about it, that this is not something very Indian, this is not Indian, we respect a lot of time, we respect your time, we've given you 12 o'clock, we would love to, and from tomorrow itself, if the time is 8 o'clock, then you've got to come in at it. You talk a little about the respect of time. People actually appreciate it, right? Because nobody observes it. So you have to make people observe how you value time. And this is when they're going to respect you as well, right? Next point is be loud and very proud when you're talking about your brand, your company. You understand? Don't be scared of talking about what business are you into. Don't be scared of talking about how you are, as an individual, how you started, right? How difficult it was when the business went down due to pandemic, how you recollected yourself, everything. It has to be like a very inspiring story for people because they're not going to join the company, they're going to join you. They trust you as an individual. That is when they're going to, come and be a part of your company. So be loud and be very proud when you're representing your brand. Next is patiently listen to everyone while asking the introduction. Don't interrupt, right? Just listen, take down your notes, whether he or she is going to be the right candidate for your company or not. It's again a very, very important aspect. Make sure that you're taking it down and you are actually observing them, because that's the only thing that you have, that 1-2 minutes of that introduction where you're going to make a decision whether he is going to be the right candidate for your company or not. Very important, right? Pay attention, right? Make sure that you have enough energy. You have taken your breakfast and lunch or whatever it is, not too heavy. Be fresh, look fresh as well on screen, because people are going to observe you. You're going to observe people, and Make sure that you have a glass of water around you in case you want to have it, right? Don't go thirsty, don't go energyless, because that's not going to leave a good impression on the people on the other side of the screen as well, right? So make sure that you're very patiently listening to them. Next is, when I start my briefing about my company, I put everybody back on mute. Do you understand? And Zoom gives you that feature that people can unmute themselves in between. So try taking control there. Make sure that everybody goes back on mute and they cannot unmute themselves. And hence, how do you communicate is through sign language. So I majorly, when I'll be asking questions, I'll give them options of yes or no. So this is going to be a yes, that's going to be a no. That also helps people being actively involved throughout the interview process that you're going to conduct, right? The next point is, so the sign language is actually help a lot, right? The next is, stay 100% honest when you're talking about your business, when you're talking about the companies, right? When you tell everything about the growth structure of the company, how they're going to start as associate, how they become a business head, or whatever your company structure is, how they're going to grow, right? What is the model of operation? How are we going to expand? Talk about expansion plans. Talk about your vision, your mission about your company, right? About their job profile as to how they're going to get benefited if in case they work with us, because they're supposed to select us as much as we're supposed to select them. And most importantly, especially if you're into a commission-based model or commission-based structure, make sure that you're opening it in front of them that this is, completely a performance-based payout structure. We don't work on any kind of fixed salary, whatever it is. Just be very transparent and very honest to them. These are certain things that you need to take care within the Zoom recruitment. And I guess this is the easiest way through which you can recruit people pan India, right? I make sure that I do not have more than 23 to 24 people on one screen, because the maximum number of people that can come on one screen is 25. I want to have a look at everybody one shot. Do you understand? I do not need to have 35, 40, 50 people, because then they're going to be on the other screen. I'll not be able to pay attention. I do not, if I have, let's say I want to do more interviews, I want to do 50 interviews, 100 interviews, I'll do it in 4 slots. But I'm not going to have more than 23, 24, because I'm supposed to be there. Plus my HR is going to be there. So not more than 23 people in one go should be selected for the Zoom interviews as well. So that's it from my side, guys. These are certain tips that makes your recruitment a lot more effective. If in case you need any kind of assistance, if in case you need any kind of help, you can definitely get back to me, right? My number is available, right? That's 8141001613. My name is Mayank Singh. You can mail me as well at triforceincorporate@gmail.com. And obviously network a lot so that it will help you out, in succeeding into Zoom recruitment. It's the easiest form. Pandemic has made our job very easier. Like I'm sitting in state of Gujarat, I can recruit people pan India, right? Recruitment become easier. Sales has become easier. Why? Because initially we only used to do sales in the city where we are present, right? But now we can do sales across the country. So obviously the volume is going to come up and the difference is going to be seen very, very soon, guys. Thanks so much for listening to me. All the best. Happy New Year once again. Have a great day ahead. Have a great life ahead. Run and represent your business with supreme confidence and believe in yourself. You're an entrepreneur, you're going to run it successfully. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.